People say they've already seen prices for essentials rise since the government slashed petrol subsidies in September, and Malaysians are bracing for a lot more of the same. In recent months, the government has announced it will introduce a goods and services tax, or GST, starting in 2015. Then more recently, it announced increases to electricity tariffs, public transportation fares, and highway tolls.
The next 1-2 years will be more difficult for the general public. That means when things are going up, your living standards will drop. That's for sure. And it looks like we are going in that trend.
Malaysia's government has been running fiscal deficits since the financial crisis of 1998.
It's important that the government rationalize the subsidies because it now makes up more than half of the fiscal deficit. And that itself is not sustainable.
Economists also say the country's tax base is currently too narrow, with oil and gas revenues providing up to 40% of the government's income.
This so-called over-reliance on the national oil company is actually not prudent. So that's the basis for actually implementing the long-awaited GST.
The political opposition, though, say that before squeezing the public for more revenue, the government of Najib Razak has to curb its excesses, as exposed year after year in its own Auditor General's reports.
No matter how many new taxes that you implement, no matter how new stream of income that you bring to the government, unless there is a discipline to get rid of wastages, corruption, to relook at the procurement practices of the country, it's like pouring money into a black hole.
Najib doesn't have to call an election for at least another 4 years, giving plenty of time for any public dissatisfaction to ease and for the government to convince people that all these fiscal measures were in the country's best interests. Rian, Maelzer, CCTV, Kuala Lumpur.